Have you ever felt a bit scattered? You feel like you're pulled in 100 different directions at once. There's a deep longing for a sense of stillness, for a solid ground beneath your feet. It's a very common human feeling. What if I told you that the path to that solid ground isn't through some complicated technique or secret knowledge, but through remembering 3 simple words you already know? Ancient wisdom teaches us this isn't about adding something new. It's about uncovering what's already there. In our journey together here, we explore these simple, profound truths. If you're looking for a space to practice finding your own inner stillness, consider joining our community by subscribing. It's an invitation to walk this path with others who seek the same clarity. Now, let's explore what most people don't understand about simple words. Their power isn't in some hidden magic, but in what they point to inside of you, when spoken with true attention. These 3 words are designed to gently shift your awareness. It's a move from feeling separate and small to feeling connected and whole. True masters of the past knew this. They understood you don't need years of hard training to find peace. You just need to look in the right place, using the right perspective, at the right moment. The door was never locked to begin with. So let's look at how this works. Think about it like this. You don't need to shout to be heard in a quiet room. The truth of things responds to quiet clarity, not to complexity. 3 words create a kind of balance. A single word can feel incomplete. 2 words might feel unstable. But 3 can form a complete thought. A stable foundation, like a stool with 3 legs. Think of it: the seed, the soil, the water. Each is vital for growth to happen. It's the bringing of a simple intention into the real world. Here's the key. The power isn't in the words themselves. It's in the quiet space of understanding that you bring to them. Speaking them is like planting a seed in prepared ground. But if you just toss the words out without preparing the soil of your attention, nothing will grow. Life doesn't respond to empty repetition. It responds to sincere, focused awareness. Words are not just sounds. Think of them as tools. A hammer is just a piece of wood and metal. But in the hand of a carpenter who knows how to use it, it can build a house. The words we use are similar. When you speak a word with full attention, you're not just making noise, you're focusing your mind in a very specific way. And your own inner world responds to that focus. This is a wisdom ancient traditions understood deeply. They knew that certain thoughts, held with a certain quiet attention, create a sense of deep peace in our experience. The fabric of our own mind responds to the language we use with ourselves. The 3 words we will talk about create a kind of mental posture. It's like standing up straight after being hunched over for a long time. When you hold this posture of mind with understanding, your whole being recognizes it. It feels like coming home. The path is open to everyone. There are no special people who are the only ones allowed to walk it. However, the path does ask something of you. It asks for your genuine attention. If someone tries to use these words without that quiet sincerity, it's like trying to draw water with a bucket full of holes. The words are there, but the intention behind them is scattered. Nothing happens. Your mind doesn't respond. But when you speak them, when your heart truly wants to understand the meaning behind them, the response can feel quite immediate. A sense of calm can wash over you. The 3 forgotten words that ancient wisdom points to are simply these: I am here. That's all. 3 words, 7 letters, 1 path back to yourself. But before you think this is too simple to mean anything, let's explore what these words are truly pointing to when you say them with your full, quiet attention. This is the simplest truth of your existence. Before any name, any story, any role you play, you just are. When you take a deep breath, that feeling of your lungs filling with air, that is the direct experience of I am. When you say I am, you're not describing yourself. You are gently touching the simple fact of your own presence. Here. This is where you always are. It is the present moment. It is this very spot you're sitting in. When you say the word here, you're not just stating a location. You are pulling your scattered mind back from the past and the future into this one single moment. Speaking, I am here, together becomes a gentle but firm reminder. You aren't trying to make something true. You're simply acknowledging the most basic truth that we so often forget in our busy lives. You are bringing yourself back home. Our minds so often get lost. They wander into worries about tomorrow or regrets about yesterday. This simple phrase is like a rope you can use to gently pull yourself back to solid ground. It's 3 words to help you remember. Of course, you can't just repeat, I am here, over and over while your mind is racing and expect a great change. The words must be spoken from a place of quiet, with an attention that is aligned with their meaning. Here's a simple way to practice this, as old teachers might have shown. First, just sit down quietly. Don't try to meditate in a formal way. Just be still. Let everything settle, like mud settling in a glass of water. Your mind will want to be busy. Just let it. You need to speak these words from this place of stillness, not from the middle of a mental storm. Second, try to feel into each part of the phrase before you say it. Don't just think the words, feel their meaning. I am. Feel the weight of your body in the chair. Feel the gentle rise and fall of your chest as you breathe. Feel that simple, undeniable reality that you exist. Here. Feel the air on your skin. Notice the sounds in the room. Bring your full attention right to where you are, to this one single place in the universe, in this one single moment of time. Third, when you've touched that feeling of presence, speak the words, out loud but gently, not a shout, not a whisper. Just spoken clearly, with a quiet confidence. I am here. As you say them, try to hold on to that feeling of being grounded. Your words will carry the quality of your attention. If you speak them while feeling anxious and scattered, they become empty sounds. They don't land. But if you speak them while feeling the simple truth of your presence in the moment, they become an anchor. Your whole system seems to recognize this. It relaxes. A quiet opening can happen. When you speak, I am here, in this way, with sincere attention, a few things might start to happen. First, you may feel a change in your body. It's often felt in the chest or stomach. It's like a muscle you didn't even know you were clenching has finally relaxed. That's the feeling of letting go of the tension we carry when our mind is lost in time. These 3 words help dissolve it. Second, the world around you might seem a little clearer. The room might feel more real. This isn't because the world has changed, but because your mind is no longer viewing it through a thick fog of thoughts. You're starting to see from a place of presence. You might notice the light in a way you hadn't before. Third, you might feel a gentle sensation of settling down, of becoming heavier in your seat. That is the feeling of being truly grounded. Your body and mind have landed in the present moment. Don't fight this feeling. It is your natural state. For some, this feeling of peace comes very quickly. For others, it's a more gradual journey. They speak the words, they feel a small shift, and the peace deepens with practice. That is not a failure, that is simply the path. It means your mind is gently being reacquainted with stillness. You can repeat the words, each time going a little deeper into the feeling, until that quiet presence feels more stable. Either way, a journey has begun. Once you've spoken these words with even a little real attention, you have planted a seed. You have reminded yourself where home is. This evening, you might consider trying this. Not tomorrow, not next week. Why? Because right now, this idea is fresh in your mind. The seed is in your hand. This state of gentle curiosity is precious. This evening, before you sleep, the busy, analytical part of your mind begins to quiet down. Your defenses are lower. The veil between your thinking mind and your quiet, observant mind becomes thinner. This provides a beautiful opportunity to speak these 3 simple words. When your mind is open and your resistance is low, if you wait, life will rush back in. The day's worries will cloud the water again. You can still practice, of course, but you will be starting from a place of more agitation. Use the quiet space that listening to this has created inside you. Speak the words this evening, while the idea is fresh, while the path is clear. I am here and I am whole. If that speaks to you, type, I am here and I am whole in the comments to affirm this for yourself. After you practice with, I am here, this evening, you might notice a few things in the coming days. First, the feeling will linger. You'll find the memory of that stillness pops into your head during a busy day. Let it be a gentle reminder to take a breath and come back to the present. Second, you might begin to notice small things you didn't before. The way light hits a leaf, the taste of your morning coffee. This isn't magic. This is what happens when you operate from a state of presence. You become more aware of the richness of life that is already here. Third, you may find your connections with other people feel a little more real. When you are truly present, you can listen more deeply. Others feel this, and they often respond in kind. You build community through genuine presence. You can speak the words whenever you feel scattered. Each time you say them with true attention, you deepen the pathway. You make this peaceful, grounded state more and more your natural home. Ancient wisdom never offered this as a one-time trick. It was offered as a practice, a simple way of continuously reminding yourself of the truth, of choosing the present moment over distraction, of keeping that inner door to peace open, instead of letting it swing shut through forgetfulness. The old teachings guide us with simple pointers like these 3 words, I am here. They are not a belief to hold on to or an affirmation to convince yourself of. Think of them as a key you can use to unlock your own attention and bring it back to where it belongs, right here, right now. When you speak these words this evening with true feeling, with your awareness aligned to their meaning, you are not trying to create peace. You are simply remembering you are already home, and peace is the natural feeling of being home. You just forgot for a little while. These 3 words are how you remember. The door to stillness doesn't open because the words have magic power. It opens because the words help you quiet your own mind. And a quiet mind naturally feels peaceful and connected. The moment you remember that, the moment you speak that simple truth, your inner world responds. This evening, before you fall asleep, find a quiet moment. Sit still, feel into, I am, and then, gently, speak them together, I am here, out loud, with quiet certainty. Your own deep wisdom is listening. The peace you seek is ready and waiting for you. It's already here. The only question is whether you'll use the simple key that wise people have offered for thousands of years. You wouldn't have listened to this whole message if some part of you wasn't ready to hear it. Some quiet part of you recognizes the truth in these words. Now you have the pointer. 3 words, 7 letters, 1 path home. Say them this evening. Committing to your own well-being is the greatest practice. If walking this path with a community feels right for you, I invite you again to subscribe. It is a simple way of telling yourself that this inner work matters. The practice is yours now. Ancient teachers pointed the way. I have shared that pointer with you. What you do with it is for you to decide. But I invite you to try. Say them tonight. True peace is not far away. It's waiting for you, right where you are.